guys, what's up? It's Naomi the Crafty Savage, and I'm back with this week's Wip Chat. If you're new to diamond painting, WIP stands for work in progress, not you're gonna someone, alright? Let's get that straight, because, yeah, that's where my mind went when I was new. Anywho. Chat is, I'm just kind of gonna flap my gums on my mouth to tell you all about my week and what has been going on in my wonderful life over this past week. Before I get started, I did want to just a small plug. I am a TSA affiliate. If you use the code Naomi15 at checkout on any order over $40, you will get 15% off, I believe. Yeah, something like that. It's all linked down below. I do also have a buy me a coffee, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to Berta. Berta last week bought me 20, I have it as Boba Teas. She bought me 20 Boba Teas, baby cakes. I can't be yelling at her anymore, guys. She asked me not to yell at her anymore to wake her up at the end of the videos. But Baby Cakes bought me 40 Boba Teas. And Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter, bought me 5 Boba Teas. Yes, love you girls. Love you, love you, love you. I'll be using my Nyxs Notion pen, my Chroma Diamond art pen, my Munimade tray, as well as be working out of baggies. I have them stored in, I think this comes from 3D Viking. I think I could be wrong. I'll find it and link it down below. I have my little troll cover minder from Just Minder Business. Ooh, get back up there. Where'd you go? I lost him. There we go. Whoop, whoop. I also have my Oh Snap Crafters Cafe Turtle scented cover minder that smells like eggnog. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's kind of, there's a turtle, but there you go. Let's see, what else? I'm working on, I got this painting from Amazon. If I can find it, I will link it down below. I gave up on that Oraloa. I was not enjoying diamond painting, and I'm like, I need to be able to enjoy diamond painting. I don't think I'm going to 100%, give up on it, but it's going to be, one of those where, I don't know, or maybe throughout the year, if I'm going to do an event and I'm waiting for one event to start and I don't want to start another diamond painting, maybe I'll go back and fight with that. But I'm not fighting with it anymore. But alrighty. So let's see. I need to find V. Give me a second, guys. Let me get my color here. Ooh, look at that. I'm pretty smart, right? So, let's see, where did we leave off? So, you guys see this on Thursday. I record it on Wednesday nights. Let's see, where did we leave off? So, last week was like the week of Christmas. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. And where are my manners? I am so sorry. I'm over here just talking about myself. And I forgot to ask you guys how you're doing. Please ignore my bad manners. I'm working on it. All right, that's one of my goals. Stop being, chatty Cathy. It's all good in the hood. Please forgive me. But anyway, so last I was off. I actually had off work last week on Thursday and Friday for Christmas Eve, and then the weekend. I did not want to get up on Monday, but, haven't found that sugar daddy yet. I don't even know if I really want a sugar daddy, to be truthfully honest with you. Kind of seems like a lot of work. Can I just, you gotta, entertain them. Like, supposedly, when you have a man, you're supposed to feed him. Like, can't you just stick him in the corner and let him starve? Like, just take the money out of his wallet. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. But okay, so last Thursday I was off of work. I was on YouTube and I was like checking my notifications, and guys, like, I totally fangirled. Sarah Richter commented on my Descendants of the Volcano unboxing. I just about died. I was looking around my house for like a paper bag to breathe in. And, you know, so I commented back. I forget what I commented back, but I had to like compose myself, you know, so I didn't make myself look like a fool. But yeah, that totally, like, that made my day. I'm dropping drills over here like it's, that's a V. And this one don't go here, right? Yeah, no, you're an L. We're just gonna play slidey slide. It's like the electric slide, but for diamond painting, right? Anywho, don't mind me. On Thursday, last Thursday, I also finished making my 100th gnome. Now I'm down. I don't have 100 anymore, and we'll get to that. I gotta order more noses, which they should be coming here soon, but yes, I hit the 100 mark, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take a little break, because I've literally been making gnomes since, like, Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm like, I need to diamond paint, so I'm taking a break from making the gnomes, you know, just until, like, the new year comes around, and then I'm going to look into what I got to do to open up the Etsy shop. I got to go to the post office and figure out this, like, click and ship, or I don't know, the lady at the post office said she could give me a number to somewhere, so I'm like, oh, okay. I still got I'm waiting for one of my Chicky Nuggies gifts to come in before I can mail them out to her, so hopefully it will be here soon and I can get her gifts out, and when I go to the post office, I'll ask the lady for the number, because she wanted to give it to me, like, oh, it was maybe like the beginning of December or the second week of December, and I'm like, no, I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm like, I'll reach out to you. Don't reach out to me. You know, like that extended car warranty, like, for real? Like, get out of here. Yeah, so that was Thursday. Friday was Christmas Eve, and I woke up. Hold on. I'm over here making a hot mess of this. Holy moly macaroni, right? So Friday I was off work. When I woke up, I started watching the Christmas premiere, that Pippa Brown put together. That was awesome. She does it every year. I mean, hands up to her, because I don't know how she does it, how she manages to pull it off, but she does it. Like, I would have pulled my hair out and been like, screw this, figure it out yourself. That I wouldn't, you know, but you get it. She is a saint, and she deserves a medal every, you know, right before Christmas, putting that together. Let's see, what else? Oh, so let me back up. So before I started watching the premiere, so I woke up, and I mean, and I stayed up a little later on Thursday night. You know, I didn't have to get up for work, so no biggie. And I wake up, and I do my thing in the morning, and I go downstairs, and I'm like, where's Roscoe? You know, because he's usually, like, I don't know if you can hear him, he's scratching his ear, because he's a big butthole, and I gotta put this medicine on him, and it's not easy. I got, like, he sees it and runs underneath the bed where I can't get to him. And yeah, I gotta put this medicine in his ear, and like I said, it's not easy. I almost have to, like, trick him and then pounce on him and then wrestle him down to the ground and lift his ear up and put this liquid in it. Like I said, I'm learning. He just, as soon as he sees the bottle or I say, let me clean your ears, he's gone. He's like, I'm out. I don't know why he doesn't like it, but it's what I gotta do. He's got floppy moppy ears. He likes to hang in his water dish, even though I got him this special, it's like a Cocker Spaniel dish where it's wider. So like when he puts his face in it, his ears don't drip in it. They like hang off the side. He still manages to get his dang old ears wet, and good luck trying to like wrestle him down to the ground. I just lost that diamond. Where did it go? Oop, I found it. I found it. Okay, but so anyway, so I'm like downstairs and I'm like, you know, where's Roscoe? I'm like, he's usually, you know, like even like if I get up and, like I said, 9.9 out of 10 times, as soon as I get up out of bed, he's, you know, popping up from out underneath the bed. And he's like right behind me. But you know, once in a while he sleeps in or whatnot, but not like that long. Usually like at the most, you know what I mean, maybe 10 minutes will go by and he's like, oh wait, she's not in here. I don't know how he knows that, but you know, when he comes and finds me. And I realized, I'm like, I've probably been up like about 40 minutes at this point, and I'm like, where the hell is Roscoe? So I'm like, I'm calling him. I'm down at the bottom of the steps and I'm calling for him, you know, because I'm like thinking, okay, you know, time to get your lazy butt up. Nothing. And I'm like, what the, you know, like, what the hell? And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, like, is he okay? Did he get into something last night? Like, so I go upstairs and I look under the bed, like where he, I'd say 9 out of 10 times is, he's not there. And I can also see underneath the bed to like, I have this cooling mat that it's got like water in it and it's like always like cool. So if it gets too hot, he goes and lays on it. He's not there. So then like, I'm turning around like a freaking idiot thinking like, is he like right behind me? And I just don't realize it because I have done that as well, because it's like I'll turn and he's like turning with me and he's not there. And I'm like, I run back downstairs and I'm like, I'm looking now. Like now I'm looking because I'm like, oh my gosh, like where is he? I'm thinking, you know, I'm like, did I leave the door open by accident? And I'm like checking the doors. All the doors are locked. I'm like, did somebody come in and steal him? I'm thinking somebody came in and stole the damn dog. No, you want to know where he was? So I always keep my craft room door closed because I don't know why, but if I leave the door open, he just, you know, feels the need to just take a big old poop right on my carpet floor. And I mean, it doesn't matter. I can take him out and so I close the craft room door when I'm not in it. So the night before, I came in and I was like looking for a diamond painting to do because I'm like, I'm giving up on this Oraloa. I'm putting it to the side. Like at one point I wanted to set it on fire. Yeah, I've never given up on a kit, but this might be the one. But so here I had gone into my craft room to like find a kit. So I'm like, all right, you know, let me find a kit. I'm going to kit it up. And I grabbed the kit and I went into my bedroom and I went to bed. Well, I shut the door. Well, ding dong, you know, I guess went underneath my drafting table and fell asleep and didn't realize I had left, even though like I turned the light off, shut the door. But then again, I'm a ding dong because I didn't realize that the dog didn't leave the room. You know, it's all good. So yeah, he was locked in my craft room. Nobody broke into my house and stole him, you know. But I kid you not, like I was having a panic attack. Like I might complain about him, call him an a-hole, the whole 9 yards, but I would be lost without him. And I felt like an idiot. Like when I realized he was in the craft room, I had locked him in the craft room overnight. One, I felt horrible. I'm like, oh my gosh, he had to sleep by himself all alone in the craft room. And yeah, he was happy to see me. That was for sure. He was happy to see me when I opened that door. But yeah, no, like he didn't bark, he didn't whine, he didn't scratch at the door. Like I don't know if he just came in here and was like, good night, Irene, you know, and just didn't realize it. But like even when I was calling him and I even like came upstairs, nothing. He was like, oh, you want to lock me in a room? I'll teach you. When you call me, I'm not even going to make a sound. I'm going to let you worry. I'm going to let you think somebody broke into the house and then locked the door on their way out and took me. Because honestly, that's what I was thinking. I don't know why. I mean, obviously, if somebody did break in and try to take him, obviously, they would probably bring him back and be like, I am so sorry. Here is your dog back. He is a butthole. I'd be like, I know, but he's my butthole. Anywho, yeah, so that was my, you know, my heart dropped down to my freaking feet thinking, you know, the dog got out or somebody, I mean, why I thought somebody came in and took the dog, I don't know, but when you're in like panic mode, the things that run through your mind, I don't know, make it make sense. I can't, but yep. Let's see. Then my Uncle Bob called me and asked me what I was up to, and I was like, nothing, just diamond painting, you know. And he was like, he's like, well, I'm going to be around that area. He's like, you know, do you mind if I stop by and drop off your gifts? So my Uncle Bob stopped by and dropped off some gifts for me. That was nice of him. I gave him some of my gnomes. And then I basically, the rest of the day, and then after my Uncle Bob left, I ran to my son's house and dropped off his clean laundry. Got the dirty laundry. I'm in the process of doing that. Like, what is up with, like, boys and just, oh my gosh, like, his laundry basket smells like a freaking, like, locker room, like dirty jock straps or something. It's gross. It's like you feel like you need to wear like a hazmat suit before you go in and touch it. Like when I drop it off to him, it does not smell that way. When I pick it up a week later, whoo, like you could gas somebody with the smell coming off of them clothes. I don't get it. It's foul. It's nasty. I'm dropping stuff all over here. All right, let me see. I dropped another one. We're just going to call this how to not diamond paint. This is what you do when you drop your drills on your canvas. We're going to play hide and seek with the drills. I think I need to put more putty in my diamond painting. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you guys that I have glue dots in my single placer, and I have Randa scented putty. Oh, it might be downstairs. I think it's downstairs. I think it's the fruit punch or cherry. I don't know. It smells delicious. It reminds me of Kool-Aid. Yes. Alrighty. What else did I do? So that was Friday. I picked up my son's clothes. I went to my other aunt and uncle's and dropped gifts off. And then I brought my Slap Happy Behind home. And I started on this diamond painting. It's like a little, I've unboxed it on the channel. I got it on Amazon. It's like this little girl. She looks like a ballerina standing in front of the ocean. And it's got like a song lyric on it. I said if I can find the link to it, hopefully it's still available. I will have it linked down below. Let me see. I think maybe if I turn the light on, you might be able to see it. There you go. You can kind of see, like, there's her little dress. Yeah, I don't know. I loved it. Okay, I think I need to leave my light pad on. I'm getting older, and it's hard to see. It really is. Where did you go? Yeah, look, there's a Roscoe hair on my canvas. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like right there. Do I have tweezers? Probably not, you know, because that would just be too convenient and easy, and that's not, we're just gonna pluck this Roscoe hair out if I can get it. All right, did I get it? Mary Poppins, son of a biscuit eater, come on, get off the canvas. Let's go. You can do it. I apologize if you see my ugly mug. I don't have any makeup on. You probably won't, but I don't want to scare you. It's a little scary. What the good gravy? Like, oh, good gravy. Come on. It's just going to stay there. That piece of Roscoe hair is now part of the canvas. I don't know. Maybe I'll find the tweezers and pluck it off. Let's see. And then, so Saturday I woke up and it was Christmas. So I woke up, and this time I did not lock Roscoe in any other room. So when I went outside, one of the neighbors, it's like the building is this way and there's like 4 condos. So like my building's this way and there's 4 condos. Then there's like another building this way and it has 4 condos. And then there's like a building this way and I think it has 5. Yeah, I think it's got 5 that way. Most of them have 4. Once in a blue moon they have 5. I'm like, how does that work? I'm like, does your square footage get cut? I'm like, because there ain't much storage in this place. Like, I'm thinking of going to try to get pre-qualified for a house in April, because my lease is up here at the end of September. And I mean, I like this place, don't get me wrong, I really like this place. And when I first moved in here, I was like, oh, you know, maybe, you know, after the year's up, like, I can talk them into letting me buy it. I mean, it's not bad, but if I'm going to buy something, it better have more storage than this place has. Like, my other apartment that was smaller than this fit all my stuff. This one does not fit all my stuff, because my other apartment, I had a hallway closet. I don't have that here. I had in the laundry room, there was attic space where I could, like, because when I move, I use, especially when I moved from Pennsylvania to Florida, I bought a lot of Rubbermaid containers, so that way it was like more sturdy. And I'm not getting rid of them. So, I mean, a lot of times when I move, I use Rubbermaid containers because, one, they're, you know, it's easy to move with. They're sturdier. And I know there's more V's. Come on. I know there is, and I can't. You guys are probably, I don't know if you guys can see the symbols. Probably not. But if you could, you're probably screaming at me like, right there, ding dong, open up your eyeballs. Oh, look, I just knocked 2 off and bing. Do you see? Why does diamond painting hate my life? I don't know, but it does. But that's okay. And we're gonna switch off of here. So I go to take Roscoe out, you know, because that's what I do. Or, you know, I get up and make myself, you know, I mean, I'm not looking like the Taj Mahal when I go outside, you know, prim and proper, but, you know, at least brush my teeth in case I run into one of the neighbors, so I'm not, like, breathing on them with morning breath, knocking them out, because, you know, that's a thing. But, yeah, so I do that, and when I open the door, when I go to shut it, I see that there's, like, this little bag hanging, and here the one neighbor in the building here had left like some cookies and like a candy cane and like some nuts and even some bones for Roscoe. So I was going to my Uncle Bob's for Christmas dinner, and I was supposed to, and it's about a 40-minute drive, and I was supposed to be there at 3. Well, yeah, that I got there a little later because I was like, oh, I need to do something for these neighbors. So I grabbed a gift bag that I had. I grabbed like a wintry looking gnome, and I grabbed one of the Valentine's Day gnomes I made, and I wrote a little thank you note, and I shoved it in the bag, and I took what was it? No, me and Roscoe, we were getting ready to leave to go to my Uncle Bob's, and I was like, oh, I got a quick, you know. So I put that together and hung that on their door, and that is how I am now down to 98 gnomes. So I have 2 more to make. It won't take me long, but like I said, I wanted to diamond paint, and I'm like, 2 gnomes is not going to take me forever to do. I've just been doing them so long that I'm like, I needed a break. You know, after making 100 of them, like, I like making them, don't get me wrong, but after making 100 of them, like, it just, I was like, okay, we need to back off the gnomes here, do something else for a little bit, because, yeah, those gnomes, they're invading my house. I need to open that Etsy store. But like I said, I'm not going to do anything with that until, you know, the beginning of the year. I know there's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, guys. I'm just over here, and I'm like, I'll be darned if I picked up, like, you know, it's like you look down and you're like, okay, this one has 3. And you pick up 3 diamonds, and then you go to look back, and you're like, now, where was that I saw that at? And you can't find it, then you knock the diamonds off your multi-placer, and boom, it shows up on your canvas. It's just a canvas playing games. So yeah, so then I went to my Aunt Joanne's for my Aunt Joanne and Uncle Bob's for dinner. And it was funny because I didn't have any plans originally, you know, to do anything for Christmas. I was just going to stay home, you know, diamond paint, watch the premieres, and what was it? I think Bev B was going on at 3 o'clock, and that was when I was supposed to be at my Uncle Bob and Aunt Joanne's. Well, yeah, that didn't happen. Let's just say I was listening to Bev in my car, and all of Sarasota, Florida, you know, heard her as I would stop at red lights. I would try to turn her down because, you know, Granny and Grandpa might be out, and you never know what might come out of Bev's mouth. But then again, you never know what might come out of my mouth too. So, yeah. Yep. But I know there's another V. I saw it. Where did it go? This is driving me bananas. There's another one. I know there is. There's one. I dropped this guy. But then, so I ate at my Uncle Bob's and Aunt Joanne's and visited with them for a little bit. my Uncle Bob is obsessed with the Minions, and he even has like a Minion tree. I meant to get a picture of it and totally forgot, but he does it every year. He sets this Christmas tree up and it looks like a Minion Christmas tree. Like he just has them all shoved all over in the branches. I don't know, maybe one year I'll remember to get a picture of it and I'll include it. It didn't happen, but yeah, my Uncle Bob made Roscoe his own little, you know, Christmas plate. It was kind of funny. He didn't really make him a plate. Well, let me back that up. He gave him some ham and cut it up and gave it to him on a plate. My Aunt Joanne was like, Robert, you know, that's them. So then, but I told him, I was like, my premiere, because I did the Christmas premiere, I was going on at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is my time. So I told them, I was like, look, I'm like, you know, like I have to be in this premiere. Like I didn't have to, but I really wanted to. So I wanted to chit chat with all of you guys. So thank you to every one of you that was there hanging out with me in the chat. Thank you to any, I do know I've gotten quite a few subscribers. There I go again with my freaking manners. Not saying hi to you. You'll learn. I mean, I mean well, but I'm working on my manners. Okay, so yeah, so I made it home about a half an hour before my premiere started. Got like set up on my diamond painting. I didn't diamond paint really when my premiere was on. I was more busy like talking in chat, and yeah, having to watch yourself back. Oh, yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, so then on Sunday, I woke up and, I mean, if you're new to the channel, then you don't know, but if you're not, you know, love my fruit punch Rockstar. Well, I don't know. I swore I had another one in the fridge, and I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. So I woke up on Sunday and I had no fruit punch Rockstar. And like the people that like you can't function without your coffee, that's like me without the fruit punch Rockstar. I cannot function without it. It's like I take that first sip and it goes down my little throat and I just feel my insides, you know, waking up, singing like little cheerful birds. And I mean, I still don't want to be bothered, but I'm more pleasant, we'll just say. So I had to get in my car and drive to the 7-Eleven and go get some. Yeah, that's always fun because I don't usually go to the stores around here for that. Like the people near my work know me about the fruit punch Rockstar, and they don't look at me, you know, sideways when I go up to the counter with like 4 of them. And I'm like, I swear I'm not drinking them all now. Like, no, I just, sometimes they're not easy to find. So I usually like to have a couple of them. That way I have them. And I don't usually run out. So I don't know. I don't know, maybe if I realized it before I left on Christmas and was like, I need to stop, and I was just trying to get home for the premiere and I didn't stop. I don't, and anywho, but you know, I put my big girl pants on and went out and got it myself. It's all good. And yeah, I just basically, on Sunday, I diamond painted. I did laundry. I had fun with YouTube on Sunday because I don't know why. Like, I'm doing this little experiment trying to see, like, when I upload stuff, if that's, you know, if, like, somebody calls as the video's uploading, if that's, anyway, but YouTube turned my comments off on my last unboxing on Sunday. And I'm like, but then there's some that like I upload and they don't turn the comments off. So like, but on Sunday, like I realized it was turned off. I quickly jumped into YouTube Studio, turned the comments back on, you know, saved it, they were on, and then they turned them off again, and then I had to go back in and turn them back on. It's a game that me and YouTube like to play. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to YouTube, but yeah, they like to turn my comments off. So, you know, please, if you ever watch a video, one of my videos, and you see that the comments are off, if you could just shoot me a message over on Instagram, like, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, I try to stay on top of that, but I'm one person, and like I said, sometimes I only have to go in there and turn them back on once. Sometimes they turn it back off on me and I got to go back in there. Usually I only have to do it at the most twice. I don't think I've ever had to turn them on 3 times. And like I said, no rhyme or reason. YouTube's just like, disable comments. And I'm like, you son of a biscuit eater. Like, why? Why do you do this to me, YouTube? Okay, I swore there's another V. And you know, I'm going to put this color away. And there it is. Because, you know, that happens every time. You put the color away and then you realize. And usually I work out of Harbor Freight containers. So if I do, you know, miss one, I can usually just open the container, stab my pen and grab it. Working out of baggies, it ain't all that easy. But yeah, so that was my Sunday. I realized it was Sunday because at one point during the 4 days that I was off, I think maybe it was like Friday, I kept thinking it was Saturday. Like I was all off, and then on Sunday when I realized that, yep, nope, it's really Sunday and I'm gonna have to go back to work and be a big girl on Monday, I was not looking forward to it. Me and my body, you know, we got used to staying up till like 3, 4 in the morning watching premieres till we couldn't watch them anymore, and then just falling asleep. Yeah, you know, and then just waking up the next day. But I have to be at work at a certain time, so I just can't wake up the next day. So, yeah, when my alarm went off on Monday, I was hating life, like hating it. I did not want to get up. I was really contemplating if I needed the job. And I'm like, yeah, you got bills to pay. You got to feed the damn dog. You got to feed yourself. Like, get up and stop being a crybaby. So I got up and stopped being a crybaby. And I went to work. I did the payroll. And then here's the thing. I don't know, as you guys know, me and the bank I go to, it's a love-hate relationship. I love some of the tellers. I don't care for others, but you know, it is what it is. But so on Monday, I go to the bank, and when I pulled into the parking lot, I was like, like the parking lot's kind of, you know, it seems a little empty compared to, you know, what it normally is. And I'm just, you know, chucking it up to like, well, you know, it's the Monday after Christmas. Everybody's probably broke. They're not going into the bank. And I'm like, okay. So I park, and I park like far away from the bank because it's easier to get in and out of because everybody else goes through that one strip like to drive through. So I park further back. I get out of my car. I walk up. Look, there's a damn V. You see that right there? You see where I'm pointing? Right there is a V. Well, you know what? It's just going to have to stay there until I fill in all the rest of these colors and I go back because I don't have time for it. Damn it. It made freaking babies. Anywho, okay. So I walk all the way up to the front door, and like there's people using the ATM machine outside, and I see this like piece of paper on the door, and I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe it's like a holiday, you know, saying like, oh, we're going to be closed on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and or we're closing early. And so, you know, my blind as a bat, because I do wear glasses. I can't see, I can see things far away. I can't read far away. So I'm supposed to wear glasses. I leave them in my car all the time because like I have to have them for driving. And I've done that before where I've tried taking them in and out, and then I leave them in my house, and I get about halfway down the road and I'm like, why can't I read what that sign says? And I'm like, duh, ding dong, you don't got your glasses on. So, you know. And it says it on my license. So if I get pulled over and I don't have my glasses on, yep, I guess I could get in trouble. I mean, I don't know. What do they do? Give you a ticket for that? I don't know. I'm not trying to find out though. But so I always leave them in my car. So that way they're always there. You know, because if I'm not going to be able to read things far away, I want to make sure I can do it, you know, like when I'm driving. So if it, I mean, obviously I know the sign, like the shape and sign and all that of like a stop sign. But honestly, I can't read that STOP down the street. Some people can. I can't. So, yeah, I make sure I have my glasses on. Where the hell was I going? Oh, so I walk up and here the bank wasn't closed, just the inside was closed, but the drive-thru was open. So I walk back over to my car, I get in my car, and I go through the drive-thru. Well, I waited there for 40 minutes because, I mean, and it was, I also kind of agreed to it because I deposit 7 checks on Monday. So, I mean, I take up some time, but that's why I usually go inside so I don't hold up the drive-thru. So there was like other people and she was like, you know, do you mind if I just, and I'm like, yeah, fine with me. I don't know about how the people behind me are going to feel about that, but I don't care. So yeah, I was in the drive-thru for like 40 minutes before, you know, all the deposits were made. And yeah. So that was fun. I found out on Monday, I think I might have said last week that my mom thought she might have had the, oh, you know, the lovely thing that's been going around. Her boyfriend got it, and we're just not going to go there. But so now my mom has it, and she's texted me, and she's like, and if I die, I have this much money, and it's going to be in this spot. And my Mary Ellen doll, and this is like a doll she's had since she was like little. She's like, my Mary Ellen doll, it's in the closet, and it's in this box, and this is where it's at. And I'm like, okay. So she's like, if I die, she's like, you got to get up to Pennsylvania and get that. I'm like, oh, okay. I will do that. I don't think she's dying. She's just, you know. But yeah. Okay, so that was Monday. And then like after work, I came home. Oh yeah, so as my mom's telling me, you know, like, okay, there's money here, grab my Mary Ellen doll, give the bike to this kid, you know, just basically like her last will and testament she sent to me in a text, right? She didn't say anything about her cat. Now, she's got this, he was like a barn cat, and when they found him, he was like a kitten, and my mom took him in, and he's this orange tabby cat, and he's a little tamer now, but he still has that like wildness to him. So, and that is, what did she name him? She named him Butch. Yes, I know. I have an Uncle Bob. I don't know. She named the cat after her brother. I call him Butchie. And he's pretty cool. I like Butch. So she said nothing about the cat, you know what I mean? Like, make sure you take the cat. And nope, said nothing about the cat. Don't worry, the mama. I'll grab Butchie too. I'll give him a good home and spoil him rotten, and him and Roscoe can become best of friends. Forgetting about the kitty cat. Yeah. My mom, she did. She forgot about her cat. She was like, the cat can fend for himself. I don't know. Or maybe she just figured, she was like, oh, she's like Naomi won't leave my cat, because I wouldn't leave him. I would hunt him down, toss him in the car, and he would become a sunny bum cat, you know, living out the rest of his days in Florida in the nice warm heat. What the hell? Come on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's up with me with diamond painting lady. The diamond painting lady. I don't know if there's a diamond painting lady. I don't know who she is, but with diamond painting lately, like I cannot get these drills to go where I want to. I really need to put more wax and stuff like that in the pen. I'm being lazy. That's what I'm doing. So, yeah, so Tuesday I got up and I went to work. My youngest son, finally, now he passed his driver's license months ago, but just never got around to actually going and taking, like getting his picture taking for it. So he got that done on Tuesday, which was yesterday. So I'm glad about that, because he got pulled over and he didn't, like, in the cop was nice, because he could run, like, from his permit, he can run the thing and see that, like, he passed his driver's test, but without the physical license, you know, and the cop could have been a real a-hole, but he wasn't. He just told him he had to park the car, and, you know, somebody had to go get the car. And this was also, you know, he decided that he was going to do 90 in a 35, you know what I mean? And the cop didn't even give him a ticket for that. So when I say, like, the cop was really nice, like, the cop was really nice. He did not have to be that nice. But, yeah, so when I told him, I was like, you know, because he called me up and he's like, Mom, he's like, I got it. He's like, I got the driver's license. And I'm like, good. And I'm like, so, you know, I'm like, that means, you know, no speeding. And I'm doing, like, you know, I'm like, yellow means slow down, red's coming, we don't go speeding, da-da-da. He's like, I know. He's got a lead foot. I don't know what to say. I don't know if you can hear that, you know, bass thumping. I think it just left, but if you could hear it a couple, you know, seconds ago, I apologize. I don't know what it is. I guess maybe college kids home, and oh, you know, you're getting old when you start complaining about the sound of bass and loud music. What is happening? Am I sticking these? Oh my good gravy. Guys, I'm over here sticking these things in the wrong freaking thing. What the good gravy. Oh, good night, Irene. I'm a hot mess. Like, oh, I think it's just, I'm overwhelmed at work. And that's just, you know, it has to do with, it's the end of the year, and I have a lot of stuff that I just pulled it off the T symbol, right? Because it's supposed to be on L, and stuck it on another T, because, yeah, that's where my brain is. So yeah, it's the end of the year, and I have to, and it's just beginning, like, and I do this to prepare, like, to do, like, get the taxes and the 1099s and the W-2s done, and then get everything over, you know, to the accountant. It just, if I start preparing now, it makes life a lot easier. And it's not hard stuff. It's just tedious, and end of the year, and you got to make new folders. And I almost stuck that back in a T. Good gravy. Somebody help me. Like, can somebody help me find my brain? When it took off running down the street, I forgot to turn around and chase after it. So if you see it, please tell it to come home. I miss it very, very much. Yes, so I'm overwhelmed at work. So, and this didn't really help matter. So on yesterday, a check came in from a builder. So I go to run to the bank and I see the note on the door and I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, it's probably just the same thing, you know, go through the drive-through. No, tell me why my gumbutt pulled up into the drive-through and I'm sitting there. And I'm like, where is this lady at? Like, she's usually pretty good about this, you know? So I kid you not, I must have sat in this drive-through probably about a good 5 freaking minutes before I look over. And I've looked over, you know, because I'm looking for the lady. I see this piece of paper, you know, I guess it was taped from the inside, and it says, sorry, drive-through closed. Good night. So now I gotta, you know, quick scramble and figure out, you know, where another Wells Fargo is. And of course it's not, I mean, it wasn't far, but it wasn't close. And I walk into this Wells Fargo, they have like 3 freaking tellers behind the desk. And I'm like, what? I'm lucky if there's 2 where I usually go. So I don't know, I might be switching banks. I also needed more like deposit slips, and usually when I ask the normal bank I go to for them, they'll give me like 4, and I'm like, you know damn well that on Mondays I come in with 7 checks. What is 4 deposit slips gonna do for me? But oh, okay. So I asked this lady, you know, at the other Wells Fargo, because she was like, you know, she's like, is there anything else, you know, I can help you with? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know, by any chance, do you have the deposit slips? And now I'm expecting her, you know what I mean, to give me like 4, because she doesn't know. She gave me like a whole stack of them. I'm like, this is what's up. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided if I want to, I don't know. It's probably about, it's like a 5-minute distance and driving to the bank. So what normally would take me like to the other bank, the bank I normally go to, it takes me, if I hit every freaking red light on the way there, probably about 5 minutes to get to this other bank. It's about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes, but like they have their stuff together. When I say, like, I was excited to see 3 tellers behind the desk. Like, if that goes to show you, like, yeah. So she was really nice. And then, let's see, today is Wednesday. And I got up, I went to work, did my normal, you know, hobo bobo stuff. Came home, I started diamond painting. And here we are. So yeah, nothing. Oh, no, I lied. I was getting ready to say nothing really exciting happened. I lied. There I go with my manners again. I ran on my lunch break. I ran to the grocery store because I was like, ooh, you know, I need to get pork and sauerkraut for New Year's Eve. There's a question for you guys. Down in the comment section, you know, leave your answer. Do you eat pork and sauerkraut on New Year's Day? I want to know. Like I said, I'm not really a big sauerkraut person, but if you make it right, I will eat it. It contains some, you know, apple juice, and it's good. It's good. But yeah. Let me see. Any more colors? Look, I keep wanting to fill in them T's, and I'm not on T. I'm on L. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel, because I done lost my brain. And look, here's more V's. I'm done. I wave my flag. But with that said, guys, I'm out of here. If you're new to the channel and you liked what you saw and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!